Hello everyone, welcome back to my Sims 2 channel. My name is Brianna Peppers, and today you are watching episode 3 of Silent Peaks. This is a limited series in which we are exploring this custom neighborhood made by the Nordmead on Mod The Sims, and this will be part 3 of us exploring the town and trying to figure out the overarching mystery of what is going on in Silent Peaks. In episode 1, we visited the Wallace family with Alfred Wallace, and we discovered that his wife is missing. He suspects that she has run away, but there may be more to it. And we also discovered that there are actually alien lookalikes appearing around the neighborhood that seem to be taking on the features of the missing persons. And Alfred's missing wife Leandra does have an alien counterpart just walking around the neighborhood, though for some reason the alien lookalikes don't seem to be integrating themselves back into the families, so it's unclear whether or not they're actually trying to replace the missing Sims or if they've turned into aliens or what. So we're gonna keep looking into that. In the most recent episode, we visited the Sutherland family, which is Eloise, that is Alfred's sister, and she actually was childhood best friends with Leandra until she backstabbed Leandra and stole her boyfriend, and now Eloise is married to that said boyfriend, Charlie, and they have 2 children, 2 teenage girls, who are going through some issues and things of their own. So today's episode, we're going to be visiting with more teenagers. We're going to be playing with the Sanders family. They live over here in the not-so-silent flats, actually right across the street from the Wallace family. This family features Abrielle Sanders, a single mother, with her 2 teenagers, Valerian and Lydia. Their bio says, "It's not easy being a single mother to twins, especially when they're a pair of rebellious teenagers. Abrielle's been miserable since her husband left her for another more attractive woman. Meanwhile, Lydia and Valerian don't give a flying fig about her trials, dedicating themselves to partying all night long." So, very interesting. We did already see a little bit of Valerian because he is sort of kind of in a relationship with, I believe, Jessica Sutherland. Wait, is that her name? This girl? Yes, Jessica Sutherland. So we did already see a little bit of him, but we haven't seen too much of Lydia. I'm very eager to get in here and see what's going on with Abrielle. She seems to be in a very bad mood. Clearly her divorce from her husband is pretty recent. So let's go explore and see what they've got going on in this house. Alright, so here we are at the not-so-silent flats, and this is the exterior of the building, and it's actually really cool. I love it. I keep ranting and raving about the architecture style of this neighborhood, and I'm just a really big fan. They have a nice little playground area outside. They've got a lemonade stand for children, lots of nature and stuff, which I feel like you don't see a lot of on apartment lots. And of course, we do have some aliens coming in. I basically have determined that the fact that I'm using a mod to sort of not erase necessarily, but to not use the socialite townies. Unfortunately, we're getting lots of aliens moving in, but that's okay. It just puts them into the story a bit more. But yeah, so here we have, if you go down to the main floor, a little entryway, like a lounge, or I don't know what you would call this necessarily, but yeah, an entryway to the apartments. And then over here to the right is the Sanders family's unit. So it's pretty cramped, but they've got everything that they need. You come into the main living area, they have a small television, bookshelves. They even have a little balcony with an easel and some nice plants. I think it's very cute and homey. Over here we have a small kitchen with just the correct number of chairs. Again, everything they can need. It's very homey and warm, even if it is small. And then off the living room, you've got what appears to be Abrielle's bedroom. It's very cute. I like what they did in here. And an interesting thing to note, because this has been a common theme all throughout the neighborhood, is there are like framed family photos and such around. But if you look down here, you'll notice that these are facing the wall. And the first time I saw this, I was like, oh, that must have been a mistake, and I was about to turn them around, until you go look at the pictures, and you'll see here that these are evidently photos of Abrielle and her ex-husband, and it seems like she couldn't bear to throw the photos away, but she turned the frames around so she couldn't see the pictures, and I think that that is so sad. I wonder what happened there, but we'll get more into that in a moment. Then you go upstairs, and then you've got this, again, like a living area type thing. Um, they've got a sewing machine. I'm not sure who that's for yet. It's pretty cute. And then over here you've got Valerian's bedroom, and it is very awesome. I like what they did in here a lot. It is giving party boy, like teenage boy, messy, grungy, alternative type stuff. He even has his own computer desk, radio, drum kit. I mean, come on, he's got it going on in here. It's like a little party all on its own. And then they have a bathroom shared upstairs. Looks like this is the only bathroom, I think, for this unit, right? Yes. So one bathroom, it's only upstairs. And then over here we've got what appears to be Lydia's bedroom. And equally amazing, I like the use of the rugs. She has a bass, a synthesizer. I like that this apartment is called Not So Silent Flats because clearly the kids are making a lot of noise in here. I feel very bad for their neighbors. And they have some nice posters and stuff as well. Lydia has a framed photo on her nightstand of what appears to be herself lounging on a couch, and I think that is Robin playing darts. But yeah, it's like a little photo from a party or something. And then I forgot to mention over here in Valerian's room, he's got a framed photo of himself and Jessica. I did decide, by the way, to keep Valerian's white hair. He is supposed to be a brunette with like the ends dyed purple, and I thought about changing it to reflect something more of that style, but this is the default replacement that he was given, and at this point we've seen him for 2 episodes now with this white hair, and he's just gonna get to keep it. I do think that he would be the type of person to bleach the ever-loving hell out of his hair, at least in his early years before he learns that he needs to keep his hair healthy. Um, oh, and I see he also fears the death of himself. Oh God, okay, I don't know what's going on there, but let's slow down. Let's go back and check out Abrielle now that we're done with the tour and see what's going on. Look at this. She's looking at a framed photo of herself looking very exasperated by her twins. Oh dear. So, this is the mother. This is Abrielle Sanders. I'm not sure what her maiden name would have been. Um, Apparently Sanders. Okay, all right. So I see here. Okay, her ex-husband's name is Cassian Clark. It's this fellow with the cowboy hat. She is not only unattracted to him, she has negative chemistry with him, and they're enemies. Oh, she hates him. Yeah, so clearly, I'm not sure if the kids ever had Cassian's last name, but apparently at some point Abrielle kept her last name and then her children kept her last name. Speaking of relationships, you can already see here that she is very unhappy with both of her kids, which is quite a sad living situation. The only person she has any kind of positive relationship with is Amber Clark, who must bear some kind of relation to Cassie, and they have the same last name. And then she also strongly dislikes Jack, so I'm guessing here that Jack is probably Cassian's father. Yeah. But okay, so Abrielle is a family sim. She has no secondary aspiration. She is 21 days from becoming an elder, so she's just about middle aged. And the first thing I see is that she's got a want locked in to fall in love, and she also really wants to have a baby, which is interesting. I wonder if part of her reasoning for wanting another child is because her two teenagers are a bit too crazy for her, and she can't really, like, they don't have a good relationship, obviously. I hope that she's not just trying to start over or replace them. I would love to be able to fix her relationship with her kids, but that's going to have to be something that we work on over time. She also wants Valerian and Lydia to be overachievers, but clearly I don't think that they are the type of people to go for something like that. Okay, so we already saw all of her relationships. This is literally everybody that she knows. She does have two parents. They are deceased, Rosalind and Irwin, and that is all that we have as far as the family tree goes. Yep. Let's look at her job. She is a fast food shift manager, level 3 of the culinary career. She gets paid basically pennies. It is a very low level, low paying job, which is interesting because she's, already middle aged. You would think that she's been working on her career, but it's very possible that she just recently got this job post divorce, question mark. So we'll look into that some more. She needs one logic skill point to get a promotion. And she's currently in the night shift as well, which is sucky for her, but good for the kids because I'm sure then they get to party all night long while she's at work. Abrielle is a Virgo. She's extremely neat, in between shy and outgoing, on the lazier side, very serious, and quite grouchy. Her bio says Abrielle really wants to maintain her relationship with her children, yet sometimes it feels like the whole world is against her. Cassian left her for another more attractive woman, and Abrielle can't handle taking care of turbulent teenage twins and a bunch of work all by herself. So yeah, poor Abrielle is really handling the fallout not well, unfortunately, from her divorce. Clearly, she has her hands very full, and then now she's trying to make sure that she makes a living to help support herself and her kids, and it can't be easy. It just can't be easy. We do not know, as of right now, what her one true hobby is. Her turn-ons are, of course, default replacements, but still. Turn-ons are nurturing and practical, and she dislikes antisocial Sims. Let's take a look at her memories and see what's going on. So we go all the way back to toddler memories. She was potty trained, learned to talk, learned to walk, all by her mother. So I don't know, maybe her father didn't have much to do with her in her life. She did learn to study from him, though. She had her very first kiss with Cassian, so this goes back all the way to when they were teenagers, and they fell in love pretty quickly. She immediately got a job, though I'm not sure what the job was in. Potentially the culinary career. She got engaged pretty much as soon as she aged up to an adult, so they were moving pretty quick, it seems like. She moved out, got married, and immediately got a new house. It's unclear whether or not they lived in this apartment with Cassian, but it's possible. Got a promotion. Unfortunately, both of her parents died, and then her twins were born, Valerian and Lydia. Okay, and then she potty trained Valerian and Lydia. She taught Valerian to walk, taught Lydia to talk. I'm assuming if I go and look at their memories that I'm sure Cassian taught them some skills as well. Okay, and then out of nowhere, we caught Cassian cheating. So it seems like this may have happened when Lydia and Valerian were children. So that's unfortunate. She ended up getting a demotion after finding out that her husband was cheating on her, and then a divorce, and then they're enemies, of course. And this happened just before Lydia and Valerian aged up to teenagers. And now they hate her for some reason. So yeah, that's the most recent memory that we've got. So like I said, the divorce is clearly very fresh, and she's still very upset about it. Very sad stuff. Okay. So that's all I think that we need to know about Abrielle right now. Let's go take a look at Lydia over here. So Lydia is the one person in the house that I gave a complete makeover to. She has a new hairstyle and a new outfit. Just because she was wearing like a little floral skirt thing because of my default replacements, and I didn't think it matched her what appears to be like a alternative or punky aesthetic. If you look very closely, you can see that she was intended to have a sort of alternative style, and she had a beanie, and so we just have a different hairstyle now. And glasses, by the way, because I didn't like the glasses she was wearing. But yeah, I think she looks very cute. I like her style very much. Lydia is a popularity sim. She has 5 days until she becomes an adult. She currently has the want to go to college, and she does have the want locked in to have two best friends. She wants to be friends with Jessica and Wilhelm, who is an elder man. I'm not sure why she wants to be best friends with, or friends with him, but you know, she just wants to be friends with people. Currently, her only friend is her brother Valerian, but the good news is they have a really good relationship, so I'm glad to see it. And unfortunately, the negative relationship is mutual. She strongly dislikes her mother. If I had to take a guess, I'm assuming that post divorce, Abrielle has just had her hands full, and maybe she's been a little bit more strict on the kids. And so the kids, of course, are really wilding out. They're partying a lot, they're creating a lot of ruckus, I'm assuming, around the town. And of course, they're just simply rebelling against their parent that they're living with at home. If we go look at her familial relationships, just like Abrielle, she also strongly dislikes Jack, and she's still pretty upset with Cassian, though you'll notice here that she dislikes Abrielle more than she dislikes Cassian. You would think it would be the other way around, um, based off an assumption that, you know, he cheated and left. You would think that the kids would hate their father more, because he's the one that ultimately broke apart their family, but of course, it's never just so black and white, so I'm sure that living with her mother post the divorce, like I said, she's been very stressed. It must be just as difficult on the kids. But I'm hoping that they ease up on her a little bit, because that makes me so sad that literally nobody gets along. And yeah, this Amber Clark, I'm not sure who she is to them. Let's go check out the family tree. So yeah, my suspicions were correct. Jack Clark is the kid's grandfather, so that is why I'm assuming Abrielle doesn't like him. They don't like their own grandfather as well, so he just seems to be an all-around not nice guy. I think a lot of people around Silent Peaks are not a big fan of Jack Clark. Their grandmother, Julianne, is deceased. And then if I go to Cassian over here, yeah, so Amber is his sister. Okay, that makes sense. So Amber is Cassian's sister. Okay. Yeah, so everyone seems to like Aunt Amber enough. I mean, they're not friends or anything, but at least they don't hate each other. Oh yeah, Lydia appears to be attracted to Nate Martinez and Robin Hawk, which is interesting that they have one bolt of chemistry with Robin, and that's Robin in this photo. But as we know, Robin is in a relationship of sorts with Marianne Wallace, I believe that was her name. Sorry, it's been a while. But yeah, so Alfred Wallace's daughter. I'm pretty sure that they're officially dating now, Robin and Marianne. So I don't know, that's interesting. She does not have a job. She is in public school. She has a D. Her grades are pretty bad. And her personality, she's a Leo, of course. She's very sloppy, but extremely outgoing, moderately active, but not really, kind of playful, pretty grouchy. Her bio says, "Life for Lydia is all about having a good time, even if it gives people around her additional hardships. She doesn't care. It's not her problem that her mother can't handle some good tunes. Lydia and Valerian keep vibing too daily." Anyways, where's the next party? Yeah, so it's like I thought. She's just rebelling against her mother because mom is quote unquote old and doesn't get it. Oh, we do have a one true hobby for Lydia. She's really into music and dance, and she also has some games enthusiasm. Her turn ons are stylish Sims with brown hair, and she dislikes ambitious Sims, which I think very much suits her character. She's not going to be into the whole like power hungry thing. She just wants to have a good time. And then I'm sure her memories are going to reflect everything that we already saw in Abrielle's memories. Yes, she had a moderately good childhood until her grandma died. And then that's exactly when her parents broke up, grades started going down. I mean, could you imagine? I mean, you lose your grandmother, your parents get divorced, and everyone hates each other all of a sudden. Like, that's got to be a big change for, at the time, were teenagers, or children, actually, I'm sorry. Then they became teenagers. So yeah, they're just kind of acclimating, and then she starts to sneak out. So one of her most recent memories is having a great party, and then this must be where she starts meeting people around town, and she lost Abrielle as a best friend. So that's all we know about her right now. Okay. And then last but not least, in his room, we've got Valerian. So, like I said, we've already seen Valerian a little bit because in the last episode, he was going out on a date with Jessica Sutherland, and they're not quite going steady yet, but I think that Jessica may want to. Not exactly a huge love match there, but again, they're just teenagers, just kind of hanging out, and they like each other well enough. So, same as Lydia, because they are twins, he has 5 days from becoming an adult. He's a pleasure sim, and of course, has no secondary aspiration. He also has a want to go to college, which is interesting because I would not suspect that either of these kids would be the college type. But if you think about it, I'm sure that they've heard the rumor that college is just a bunch of partying, so hand in hand, it kind of makes sense. He also wants to get a kitten or a puppy. And yeah, I'm very interested in that death of Valerian. I'm wondering why he fears the death of himself. I've never seen that before. Maybe that's normal, but I'm not sure about that. Like, how can you fear your own death? I mean, realistically, yeah, sure, but I'm just mean in the sense of the game. Anyway, so going to his relationships, his only friends are his sister and Jessica, of course. He's also friends with Robin and this townie, Kieran Stanford. Okay, same as everybody else. He strongly dislikes his parents, his grandfather, moderate relationship with his aunt. He also has a point of chemistry with Cherry Rockwell, who I think I've clarified is a townie. I think. I haven't really played with everyone in the town yet, so I'm not totally sure. Same family tree. He's also in public school, also a D. It seems like everything that his sister does, he has to also do, and vice versa. They seem to be pretty much on the same wavelength. He is also a Leo and has virtually the same personality as Lydia, except he seems to be a little less outgoing and much more playful. But everything else is just about the same. His bio says Valerian doesn't care for his lame mother. Oh my gosh. Maybe there was a valid reason for their dad to leave her. Oh my gosh. Sorry, that's brutal. Anyways, you cannot undo some things. It's time to move on and have a good time instead. Who is Valerian going to take out to the rusty junkyard this time? Okay, so it almost implies that he's a little bit of a player, so to speak. Like, maybe he's just, like I said, here for a good time, not a long time. All right. His one true hobby is games. He also has enthusiasm in music and dance. and his turn-ons are animal lovers that are sociable, and his turn-off is fatness. All right then. Same thing, memories pretty much all the same as Lydia's as well, except that he has had a little bit of a romance, whereas Lydia has not. So like I said, he has gone on that date with Jessica, and they had their first kiss. They actually had a great date, which was good, and they're now best friends, and they've also made out since then. He did get busted sneaking out. I'm assuming that was with Lydia. But yeah, so that's pretty much it that we have for The Sims as of this moment. It is Sunday at 5 p.m. Oh, and I pressed play and we immediately got a scripted event. So what does it say? Lydia and Valerian were just about to sneak out to the rusty junkyard for a little party. Their mother's tired of being unable to unwind and thinks it's time to establish some rules around the place. Can the twins make it before Abrielle catches them red-handed? Oh, interesting, interesting. So, similar concept, I believe, when you open up the Wallace household. Like, I kind of had Marion sneak out, and this time these teenagers want to sneak out. Everybody just wants to get out of here. But I'm going to just have Abrielle come in here. She maybe knows that something's up. She wants to talk to the kids. Oh man, he's got an arcade machine that's gonna get annoying fast. She just wants to talk to them. I feel like, or at least I hope, similar to the situation with, Alfred and Marion Wallace, they are at each other's throats because I like to think anyway that Alfred is just really stressed out with the disappearance of his wife and the kid's mother. So I'm thinking that in the same vein, Abrielle is just like, hey guys, can you please just give me a break? I care about you. I care about your well-being. She seems to be really unhappy with the flow of this conversation, but they are getting along, so that's something. I would be really interested to see if Abrielle eventually finds love again. She is very interested in doing so, but she doesn't have anyone that is a prospect just yet, so maybe we can get her out on the town as well. But yeah, she is supposed to be going to work tonight, but because the game started off at 5 o'clock, I fear that she's just not going to go tonight. I hope that I don't get a message saying that she missed work today. Hopefully not. But okay, so yeah, the kids are just going to be making a lot of noise all the time, I fear. But again, it's not so silent flats, so not a big deal. Oh, and everyone did just age up a day. I meant to turn off aging, but I suppose I'll leave it for now. I just don't want the kids to go to college just yet or age up just yet. So, I was gonna wait on that a bit. But yeah, okay, so since we're just starting off, their needs are pretty much perfect. Who is she almost friends with? I'm assuming Robin, although it appears she has gotten much closer with Jessica. Maybe we'll invite someone over. I mean, it's still quite early to quote-unquote sneak out. Oh my gosh, she's playing the Sims 2 theme. Wait, I never used the synthesizer, so I didn't really know that that was a thing, I don't think. Okay, so let's invite over... Oh my gosh, she has a crush on Kieran Stanford? What? Hold on, did I miss that somehow? I did miss it because I wasn't looking at her all menu. Oh, okay, so she kind of does have a romantic interest. It's just strange because they're not friends at all, which is not unheard of in real life. Like, you can have a crush on someone that you barely know. So that must be the case. In fact, I've changed my mind. We're gonna call up Kieran. See if he wants to walk by and maybe hang out in the yard real quick. Invite over. Hopefully he'll say yes. That'd be awkward if he says no. Looking at her other relationships, she actually knows a lot more people than her mother. She dislikes Lisbeth Hawk pretty severely, which I have to guess is because... I have to pause, it's too much noise. I'd have to guess that she doesn't like Lisbeth because that's Robin's mother, and maybe she likes partying with Robin, and Robin's mother might be kind of strict too, I don't know. Slap! Oh my goodness gracious, she was going to go slap her mother? Do you think she's trying to slap her because Abrielle is using her synthesizer? No, that's horrible. let's not do that. But I do think Abrielle should get out of that room. I don't think that that would be something that they would be happy with, is letting their mother up in there. I really wonder who this is for. Oh, interesting. Okay, so that makes sense then. This is Abrielle's sewing machine. She has a silver sewing talent badge, which is pretty good. She can make an outfit even. Let's make something, I don't know, let's just get her out of the way, you know? Let's make a teddy bear, and then we can sell it back to someone. I'm not sure. But let me go outside. Oh, where is the entrance to this place? This is fine. Kieran is here. I didn't want to miss him. There's more aliens walking around. Okay, so yeah, Abrielle's one true hobby appears to be arts and crafts. Okay, Valerian is just having a jolly good time by himself in his room. He has everything he could need in here. He doesn't seem to need to leave. That's fine as long as he's entertained. And we're gonna come out here and greet Kieran. Cute. They're immediately getting along pretty well. It'd be great if this is who she could eventually become best friends with, but I don't think that they're even close, so. They did just become friends though, which is nice. I missed it, but yeah. So Valerian's social's going down a bit. I'm just gonna have him have a TV dinner, and I think that I'm gonna send the kids out pretty soon. Okay, just more chatting. Okay. Maybe they're well, she's very outgoing, but maybe Kieran's a bit more shy. Maybe he's too nervous to completely make a move on her. Abrielle finished the bear. Let's see if she did a good job. It is worth 80 bucks, so yes. Cool, so she made a little bit of profit off that, not much. And she's gonna make a pot holder. Oh, I know, girl, I know. I think that our mission tomorrow could be trying to find Abrielle a boyfriend or girlfriend. I don't know anyone's sexual orientation, actually. Why are we talking to the alien? No. No, 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 no. That's not what I wanted you to do. So I have Valerian down here making his own TV dinner. I don't think that with the current state of this family's relationship that Abrielle would really care to make a full meal for them. Like, you know, they seem to really underappreciate her, so why would she play into that? Like, she's just gonna let them fend for themselves. They're also plenty old enough to do that. Fend for themselves, that is. So they're just gonna have... He made a TV dinner. She's gonna have a cup of ramen. And I just pray that they don't burn the kitchen down because they don't appear to have a fire alarm. Oh, I knew it. Abrielle missed work today. Oh, darn it. Well, we're just gonna say that Abrielle was just a little too depressed. Poke, no! We're gonna say she was a little too depressed to really, to go to work today. I don't know. Or maybe she thought that she would stay home to try to catch the kids in the act of sneaking out. I'm not sure. Okay, Valerian finished. Oh my god, oh, he wanted to go chat with his mom. Wait, that was sweet. I thought that he was gonna go poke her, so I canceled the action. Come on. Yeah, I think that the more that they can talk, the better. He's talking about how she potty trained him or something. I just hate that she looks so bored with him. Like, she's like, yeah, I don't really know how to carry on a conversation with you right now. Please. This seems to be a common theme throughout all of the houses with teenagers, which so far have been every house we've played. I just realized that. But all of the parents seem to have such a hard time. Oh, see, they had a bad conversation. The parents and teenagers seem to be having a really hard time connecting to one another. Like, very few of them have good relationships with their parents, which makes me sad. But unfortunately, it kind of does happen. Look how angry he looks. He's like, he must have been trying to butter her up. That's what I think happened here. He was trying to butter her up so that she would be okay with him and Lydia going out tonight. But of course, Abrielle has some common sense, and she's like, no, it's a school night. You're not going out. You're staying here. She's trying her darndest to control these crazy kids, but not quite working out. So yeah, she's gonna clean up after herself. Even though she's sloppy. And yeah, it's already 10 o'clock, so I think that we are gonna send them out right now. Be noogied, absolutely not. I think that they're kind of just like saying screw it, like you can't really control us, Abrielle. I imagine that they call her Abrielle and not mom, which would be just great. So yeah, Lydia, we're gonna just walk, I think, to community lot. They're like, you know what, mom? Or Abrielle, um, we don't have to listen to you. And of course, I'm sure Abrielle is just at her wit's end. So we did talk about going to the rusty junkyard, and I don't think I've gone here yet. I don't remember doing so. So this will be a new lot that we get to visit, and we'll catch up with them there. I'm hoping that even though it's so late, that lots of teenagers show up and it feels like a party. So yeah, we'll see them there. All right, we have just arrived at the rusty junkyard, and it is already very cool. I'm already liking what I'm seeing here. So it's very dark, but for the most part, it's pretty cool. Oh my God, we even have an arcade. Who is funding this rusty junkyard's electric bill? They have a stereo, a couch, a little arcade section. They've got a mini fridge, microwave. Um, I like it's hard to tell again because it's dark, so I do apologize. But I like how they kind of used flooring to make this sort of look like it used to be a building and it's like caved in. That is so smart and clever. I love that. And another synthesizer, a sewing machine for some reason. I guess the kids are coming here to do their sewing. We have a hookah, or not hookah. We have a bubble machine over here, of course. Bookshelves, basketball hoop. We've got, what is this? It's hard to see in here, actually. A fruit punch keg. They even have a TV with a gaming system. Like, what are we talking about here? That's crazy. And, of course, a bonfire. And then we have this little shack building, whatever. Yeah, I knew it. It's a bathroom. Of course, they need somewhere to potty. Very nice use of lights in here. And they have another television in here. Wow. Yeah, I really like this place. Of course, there is not a single other soul here. I'm really hoping that some people show up. Otherwise it's just going to be a Lydia and Valerian party. Oh, someone's walking up. Oh my goodness, Castor, the alien visitor. Well, I think what I should do really quickly is get the visitor controller out, and maybe I should currently make it anyway to only teenagers because I just think that this makes sense. So we're going to ban adults and elders, and I don't think children would show up at all, so I'm not going to bother banning them. Okay, goodbye, alien visitor. I should have asked Kieran to come along. Oh, look, Robin is here. Oh, her and that dang synthesizer. Let's go say hi to Robin. Oh, we're gonna really struggle here because of the trees. Come on. Stop. Oh my goodness, you keep seeing the adults trying to come in, and maybe it's too late for teenagers to show up. I don't know. I didn't think about this. Oh dear. Yeah, but I should have asked Kieran to form a group and asked him to come, because now he's just sitting at their house. Give Noogie. Oh my gosh. Robin is supposed to be your friend. This is not a nice thing to do. Oh, see, Robin hated that. That's what you get. Okay, so unless I missed someone else walking in, there's literally no one else here. Oh, okay. I'm... there are so many teenagers in this neighborhood. You mean to tell me none of them are here tonight? Maybe it's the fact that it's school night, so no one really wanted to come. Darn, I really should have thought to put a sim blender down. I could have teleported people in, but it is what it is. The point being that they snuck out tonight, so whether or not they really partied, um, that part doesn't matter as much. Let's go blow bubbles. Oh, he was bringing his drink over to hang out. Marion's here! That's another teenager, at least. I'm gonna go greet Marion Wallace. Okay, and Nate Martinez. Oh, he just left that on the ground. Valerian is a litterer. Okay, so we're just saying hi. He has a bolt of chemistry. He only has one bolt of chemistry with every girl that he knows. I was kind of hoping that Kieran would still show up, but maybe he can't since he's at their house. I don't know. Okay, well, we have 4 teenagers here, and an exterminator is walking by. Don't get me started. I don't know what that's about. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning. I'll probably send them home about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. They usually go home around 4 o'clock when they've snuck out, so I don't know. Valerian and Marian are getting along nicely. Their names kind of rhyme. He wants to toast marshmallows. It seems like there might be a burner on this lot, but those things are notoriously dangerous in starting fires, and I don't know where one would be anyway. If there's one here, I can't see it. Okay, but maybe we will go blow some bubbles with Lydia. Oh, don't tell me that's the only side you can reach. What? You're kidding. Oh, I see a new face. Who is that? Oh, no. Sheila Holmes. Well, I'll greet you, Sheila. The more people they know, the better. You mean to tell me that this is the only entry point? That is quite annoying, actually. Unfortunate. But okay, she's not gonna block it anymore. Cherry Rockwell is here. Lydia and Cherry are close to becoming friends, if I'm not mistaken. Oh! Marian just poked Valerian. Why did you do that? I thought y'all were getting along nicely. Okay, so for some reason they're being rude. I guess because Marian is extremely grouchy. She's very, very mean. Who's playing games? Robin. Oh, there goes Jenny. Jenny Sutherland's gonna come play basketball. Jenny Sutherland is the girl who wants to become a plant sim, so I wonder why she's here at 2 o'clock in the morning playing basketball. You guys, stop fighting. No. That's so mean. Stop being mean to each other. We're gonna go light the fire. They're kind of getting hungry. I think it'd be nice to toast a marshmallow. Maybe if he toasts a marshmallow on the bonfire, that will satisfy his want to roast a marshmallow. It did! Okay, so maybe when that want was here, it was because of the bonfire. I just have never seen that want before. Very cute. Okay, we're gonna go roast a marshmallow too. The arcade games really are just loud and get on my nerves. Oh, everyone's inside trying to watch that one little TV. Oh, Jessica is here! Jessica is here! I did not know she was here. That's amazing. And they, of course, you're gonna give a little smooch to say hello. They're mostly seeing each other because Jessica is sort of on a rebellious phase of her own. She is sort of rebelling against what her mother wants for her, and Valerian is sort of like the picture-perfect bad boy for a relationship. So yeah, they're kind of just great together right now. Where are you, Lydia? Oh, it's hard to see in here, man. Okay, well, she locked in Cherry Rockwell. Okay, well, it is about 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm glad that there are, like, more people around now, but, we can't stay too much longer. Can't you do, like, a bonfire dance? Isn't that a thing? Bonfire dance, yeah, I want to see it. I never use a bonfire, so don't want to miss this opportunity. Yeah, look at that. That was great. I don't think it was the full thing, but, it was still great. I'm gonna play Pillow Fight. Oh, man. Okay, well, I'm glad that the kids had a good time. Unfortunately, their mother is going to let them have it when they get home. But so be it. We're going to... Why are we lagging so much? Did we just get like a witch or something? Yeah. Amy Wendland, the atrociously evil witch. Well, whatever. We're going to walk home now. Goodbye, everybody. It was nice to see you all. These kids have got to go get in bed for an hour before school. Alright, so we are back home, and Lydia and Valerian will be home in about 5 hours. And they just left their poor mother sitting in the kitchen, eating her dinner alone. And I don't know why, but I just have never felt sadder for a person than in this moment. Try as she might to keep her kids under control. I mean, they're basically like little miniature adults now, and they are just not going to listen to a word she says. They don't like her, they don't respect her. And yeah, she has just never been so low in her entire life. It makes me wonder why they're in this situation. Why did the kids not leave with their father? But maybe he did not give them that opportunity. I'm not totally sure. But, I mean, they obviously don't like him either, but I'm just saying, I feel so sad for Abrielle. So she has the house to herself this evening. I'm gonna have her go upstairs. Oh, look, Kieran is still here, of course. We're gonna go chat with some people. Adrienne, that's a person very similar to your name. Of course, there are no men on the chat room, but she needs to get out and like meet more people. But of course, now I can't send her out because the kids went out. But like I said, maybe tomorrow before she has to go to work, we can send Abrielle out. She can kind of explore the neighborhood and get to know people. You never know where levels strike. But yes, we're gonna have to find a man out there for Abrielle. I think that is something I could be kind of focused on during today's episode. Okay, so she just met Adrian Harmon. Didn't someone know Adrian Harmon? I think Lydia did. Yeah, she knows her. I think Adrian is a teenager. Don't quote me on that. Look at this. Valerian is pissed at Marion. They are so upset with each other. It's so funny. Like, why were you guys fighting to begin with? Come on. Anyway, it is after midnight, and Abrielle is like, hey, can you, like, get out of my house, complete stranger? Thank you. And we're actually just gonna go ahead and send her to bed. I like to think that maybe Abrielle thought about staying up until the kids came home so that she could let them have it, but I think that she's not only physically exhausted, but also mentally exhausted. Like, she's tired of fighting with them so much, she's almost sort of kind of giving up. All right, so it is now almost 5 o'clock in the morning, and the twins have just come home. And of course, Abrielle has gone to bed. She thought about staying up so that she could really get on to the kids, but unfortunately, I think that she's just so, like, mentally exhausted that she really just couldn't be bothered. I'm afraid that she may be getting closer to the just giving up situation on her kids, but I still have hopes that we can, I don't know, repair their relationship at the very least. I don't think the kids are going to stop partying, but I would like for them to have a more supportive parental role. But yeah, we'll have to see about that. So yeah, they don't have much longer before they have to go to school. I'm just going to have them go to bed and get as much sleep as they possibly can. Um, as much as they like to party, they do need to rest and recover afterwards, especially if they're going to go to school in the morning. And I think that they will go to school. It's not like I'm going to forcefully like keep them home or anything like that. So yeah, we'll have to just regroup whenever it's time for them to get up for school. And Abrielle is awake now. It's now 6 o'clock in the morning on Monday. And yeah, she still didn't re-roll any once, shockingly, so she still has all of the same ones as before. Oh god, and I just realized something very important. So it's time to pay the rent, and it's 2,083 simoleons, and they only have 839. So she's missing quite a chunk of her rent. I'm not sure how she plans on paying that. um, I don't know about that exactly. She does work today, but not until this evening, and I don't think that her meager little paycheck is even enough to cover what she's missing. It's not. So we're gonna have to hustle, I suppose. I mean, I could just take the easy way out and just have her sell something that she owns already, but I don't know. Maybe this is part of the plot, like maybe she's supposed to be struggling a little bit. Um, Something else that I could really see her doing at this moment with how exasperated she is with her children, she could sell something of theirs. I mean, look at this extremely expensive equipment that they have in their bedrooms, like the music equipment, the arcade machine, the computer. Um, and you know, Valerian and Lydia have not been very nice or very good kids recently, so I wonder if while they're off at school, yeah, Abrielle is gonna take matters into her own hands and she's going to sell something on like whatever their equivalent is of Facebook Marketplace or something like that. Oh no, which is gonna piss them off even further, of course, but it must be done. And As bad as it is, I could also completely see Abrielle's reasoning for doing this because, you know, the kids are not helping her at all in supporting like this house, and you know, they need some place to live. Like they just like as much as she does, they need a roof over their heads. So, yeah. It is now 7:20. I'm going to wake them up and get them as ready for school as I possibly can. And in the meantime, Abrielle is going to come downstairs. She needs a logic skill point if she's going to get a promotion. And yeah, I don't see a way of her earning that skill point here, unfortunately. Elizabeth Hawk is walking by. Yeah, I don't have a chess table or a telescope or anything from what I can see. So I'm not sure how she's going to get that logic skill point. I guess we are going to be sending her out to a lot today, so maybe while she's out and about, she can find somewhere to work on that skill. But in the meantime, we are just going to resume making a pot holder. She is trying to get back into her arts and crafts. It's kind of my theory or headcanon, if you will, because this isn't necessarily stated. But considering she owns like the sewing machine, she has I'm assuming the easel down here is for her as well. I like to think that Abrielle has always had a high interest in arts and crafts, but her marriage has, you know, kind of detracted her from doing it. Maybe Cassian took up a lot of her time, or maybe he just didn't approve of her spending so much time on like frivolous activities. Maybe he preferred for her to be more of a homemaker for himself and the children, which could explain not only why she doesn't have much arts and crafts enthusiasm, even though it's supposedly her one true hobby. Of course, now she does, but she didn't. Um, but also why she's so low on her career. She just really let everything fall to the wayside for Cassian, and then of course he cheats on her, so what a guy. Oh, I forgot to get Valerian up too. Though he needs to potty and he doesn't have... He won't be able to do that. You have some cereal. Oh my goodness, she's immediately gonna go poke? I don't think so. So we are gonna sell our 2 pot holders, $50, $50. That's $100. That's something, right? And you just have to be careful. I mean, she has a silver talent badge, so I don't think that she can mess something up too badly. But if you do like a bad job on a project, it will cut into your profits, sometimes with no profit at all. So you do need to be aware of that when you're making things. I'm trying to keep her making like the cheaper items, so like that's gonna be the pot holder and the teddy bear. I'll make a green one this time. I'm just waiting until the kids go off to school before I send them anywhere. Okay, the school bus is here. Oh no, he didn't even get to eat his cereal. He just made it and left it on the counter. Oh well, the kids, like I said, they were out very late last night and they just probably don't have very good time management skills, so it is what it is. Oh, we have a Leandra the alien visitor outside. Okay then. Alright, so we're gonna take a break from doing that. She's gonna come downstairs and see the wasted cereal. I'm sure she's gonna be like, we need to not waste any of our groceries, so I'm gonna eat the cereal that Valerian left on the counter. It's still pretty fresh. Okay. And so she won't be going to work tonight until about 4 p.m. So it is my hope that I'm going to get her out on the town and see if she can't find somebody to love. It's pretty much the best way. Oh yes, and we know that rent is due. So I am just going to do the math really quickly. So how much did I say her rent is? Oops, 2,083 simoleons. Okay. And she currently only has 883 simoleons. So she still needs 1,200. So I'm just going to come up here to one of the bedrooms and see which one of these things are worth 1,200. Oh my gosh, so the base is worth 1,800. That's a little more than she needs. The synthesizer is 15. Okay. I want to see if I can sell something for like the exact amount of money. The arcade machine is 1,050. That's actually less than she needs. The drum kit is 3,100. Wow, that's the most expensive thing. Okay. So I think the closest thing was the synthesizer, right? So we're just going to sell the synthesizer. Oh yeah, 1,275. Yeah, I forgot about the depreciation value. So She didn't quite get the full 13 back, but that's good. So now she has exactly very little more than the amount of rent that she needs. And unfortunately for Lydia, she has lost her synthesizer. So when she gets home from school, I imagine she is going to be outraged. And I'm sure that that's going to start a fight, but it needed to be done, unfortunately. I don't necessarily agree with a parent selling off their children's things just to pay them rent, but truthfully, in this situation, what other choice did Abrielle have? And not to mention, the children are sort of due a punishment because, like I said before, they are not necessarily respecting anything that their mother is saying. They've been very unkind to her, and vice versa. But still, it's not a pretty situation for anybody involved. So it is now 9:46 in the morning. The rent has been paid. She's now got 75 simoleons left, which is basically nothing. But we're going to take a little walk and hit the town and hopefully do something like a free activity so that she doesn't have to spend a lot of money. So let me think about where is the best place for her to meet a man. Um, I'm not really too sure about it, to be honest with you. There's the leisure center, shopping, dining, hobbies, or wedding. I'm not sure. I don't remember which like places I've already been and which ones I haven't. There's like a gym, fresh air fitness and spa. Let's go here. I don't know if it's gonna like we'll say that it's a free to use gym and see if she maybe she just wants to go work on her body a little bit. She is a little bit out of shape. And she's getting older, so she probably wants to help maintain her figure so that she can land a new romantic endeavor. I don't know, we'll have to see. Okay, so we have just arrived at Fresh Air Fitness and Spa, and it is a big building, but look how beautiful. I really like this use of windows and little balconies, and there's even like a indoor pool situation. This place is crazy. I love it though. So on the first floor, we've got, well, it looks like everything you'd expect to find at a fitness slash spa center. They've got showers, changing rooms down here. They have the hot tub, the swimming pool, an indoor swimming pool. You can assume that it's heated. On the second floor, you've got your workout equipment. I like the use of the wood paneling. It makes it feel very like 70s in here. There's even a bar, unattended bar. Oh, we have teenagers here. Jessica is here. Agent Dale Cooper is here. We discovered that he is um, I don't know if I would say FBI, but he's an agent that's been sent here, I presume, to investigate the missing persons cases. There's also Marion Wallace. And then on the top floor, we've got more bathrooms. Oh, some saunas, a massage table. Okay, yeah, this place is very nice, very spa-like. Well, like I said, we don't really have any money, so we're just going to have to do the free things. But the reason we are here, first and foremost, is to find a man that she may be interested in. So I see someone named Bobby Atkins. Seems like most people are upstairs. So let's just send her. Oh, well, she was running. Oh, Agent Dale Cooper could be an interesting guy. Oh, I didn't even see here Charlie Sutherland. So Charlie must have brought his daughter Jessica. I don't really know. He's working out. Let's go greet this Bobby guy. Oh, she couldn't just... I thought this would be a doorway. Oh, she's going downstairs. Oh dear. This place is kind of like a lot going on, so it's kind of hard keeping track. Why on God's green earth did she go that way? Very strange. I really thought that these were doors. I guess they're just windows. Yeah, that's my mistake. That's my mistake. They're just windows. But okay. So anyway, she just met this Bobby Atkins fella. Does not appear to have any chemistry. I'm imagining if he's just a townie, he may not have a token, casual romance token. Let's see, what's his name, Bobby? Yeah, so he just doesn't have a gender preference. So let's see. Oh, he just randomized out to be gay. So, okay, that's fine, Bobby. Live your life. But you are unfortunately of no use to me. Agent Dale Cooper, let's randomize him. Also gay. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is everyone gonna be gay now? I don't know who this Don Lind is. I'm assuming that's a male. Let's randomize Don. Came out to like women. Oh, this is the masseuse. You're kidding me. Well, I'm not really interested in seducing the masseuse. Agent Dale Cooper being gay cracks me up because I did have a fleeting thought where I'm like, you know what, that could be a very interesting character for her to get involved in romantically, because he's a townie, but he does have kind of like a tie-in to the story, or at least so I assume. But okay, so currently the only straight men on the property are Charlie Sutherland, who is married, and I have no interest in having him pursue an affair, at least as of right now. I don't see him doing that. Or we've got two gay men. Oh my goodness me. What a waste. I mean, not a waste, but you know, not great. At the very least, maybe she can make a friend. I don't know, it's so sad. I'm gonna keep an eye out and see if anyone else, like, spawns in on the lot anytime soon. I guess, in the meantime, I could have her work out a bit. I mean, I did say that she was gonna go to the gym to try to work on her figure. But, yeah. This situation is strange. I feel like I would probably come in here, in build mode and put, like, a door right here where those vines are so that they can walk out and use that balcony. It's kind of strange that they have to go downstairs just to go back up. I understand that it's probably just because it's supposed to be part of this indoor spa area, but still, that's kind of weird to me. So, okay, Abrielle is on the workout machine. Let's see her fitness. So she is the bottomest level, like as far down as you can go into her fitness bars. So she has got her work cut out for her. She has quite a few fitness points to earn before she can be considered thin again. Again, this is The Sims 2, so you're fat and thin are pretty much the same thing, but that's fine. We have another one. Amber Clark is here. Wait a minute. Amber Clark. I just didn't recognize her because she has the craziest default replacements on right now. I don't know what is going on there, but let's greet her. This is, once again, Abrielle's ex-husband's sister, so this would have been her ex-sister-in-law. And they are pretty amicable, like, unlike the rest of the Clark family, who she strongly dislikes, she actually feels pretty moderately civil, I suppose, towards Amber, so it wouldn't hurt to have a conversation, see if they can't become friends. Oh, never mind. Okay. Amber's not making it easy on us. She clearly is not interested in whatever Abrielle has to say. Maybe Amber is a jerk and has taken her brother's side of things. I'm not really sure about that. Yeah, I don't really know. Well, back it is on the workout bench. I'm gonna send her home no later than like 3 o'clock because I don't want her to miss her carpool for work. Okay, oh, we have the unsavory charlatan. Should she seduce him? Okay, Jimmy Marigold. He's a townie. Is he gonna stop or is he just gonna walk by? Oh, and he could be bi, but he's probably gay. He thinks unsavory charlatan is hot. And he didn't stop anyway. Oh, poor Abrielle, I'm so sorry to tell you, girl, but this may have been a bust. I don't think you're gonna find your true love here, unfortunately. Yikes. Charlie has just been at it, man. He is not slowing down. Marion's doing her best. Okay. Yeah. Wilhelm is here. I think that he's married, and, I mean, he is an elder, but we'll go join them in the hot tub anyway. Even if she doesn't meet the love of her life here, it still would be nice to have more relationships than just her family, because currently that's like the only people she knows are people that she's related to or people that were related to her ex-husband. So yeah, Wilhelm over here. Let me see. I need to go. Oh, it's up here. I forgot my adjuster. Gender preference, Wilhelm. Wilhelm is stray, but yeah, I feel like he's married. He's someone's grandparent. I don't recall whose right now. But I remember seeing that he was somebody's grandparent. Okay. Oh, we do have 2 bowls of chemistry. I mean, he's the only contender that's popped up so far. But I haven't played with Wilhelm's household yet. I really think that he's married. In fact, I'm very curious now, so I want to cheat and find out real quick. Okay, moment of truth. Yes. Oh, how unfortunate for Abrielle. Wilhelm is married. His wife's name is Alma. Rats. Well, oh, and he also hates Jack. He wants to see the ghost of Jack. Well, it was worth a shot. Yeah, I don't think that sweet grandpa is going to cheat on his wife with you. Not that I want Abrielle to be in an affair, but, you know, it's just not even on the table. So, without further ado, I'm just taking a last glance around, but I don't think there is anyone else here except the masseuse. He's like really bored, I guess. She is just gonna have to get going because, like I said, it's almost time for her to go to work. Oh, so sad. But I'm gonna choose to see this as a glass half full kind of a situation. She did meet a few more people, and it never hurts to have some more acquaintances, maybe even some more friends down the road. Alright, so Abrielle is still technically out, but the kids are home from school. Valerian is doing slightly better, but still has horrible grades, and he brought a friend home, Kieran, so that's good for Lydia. She can hang out with Kieran a bit. So let's see, he has a C+, so that's pretty good. I don't know why it said horrible grades. What about her? She's a D+. I wonder why his grade went up a full letter and hers didn't. And she did not appear to bring home a friend, so it's funny that they're under the guise that Kieran came home with Valerian, but I like to think that he tagged along because he wanted to see Lydia. Oh, okay, there it is. I was like not paying attention to where he put his homework. I'm gonna put it in his room. Actually, am I going to put it in his room? It's so messy in here. Maybe I'll just leave it right where it was. Yep. That was crazy. So yeah, Valeria needs to take a shower. Lydia's gonna put her homework down right next to where he put his. Now, where did Kieran go? Oh, he's playing on the playground. I mean, or is he hanging out on it? See, I knew that the teenagers could hang out on the swing set, but I don't think I've ever seen them use the monkey bars. It's kind of cute. Oh, she joins him, he immediately leaves. What the heck? What the heck? Maybe... Join, play on... Okay, so I think that's what he's doing. He's... Oh my god, is she really crying about her grades? Oh, wow. You know, I wonder if she's crying not because she really cares that much about her grades, but because she's embarrassed. Okay, this kid is really determined to, like, not hang out with us, and I'm starting to get offended. Right. Well, they're parallel playing, and that's nice, too. Look at that cute chihuahua. Rainy. And no one's talking to Leandra, the alien visitor. I guess no one's really concerned about her. Okay, what are we doing up here? So Valerian is taking a bubble bath at 2 p.m. Whatever floats your boat, honey. And he wants to ask us on a date, which is very cute. I'm sure that he would want to go out with Jessica. I mean, he didn't specify with who, so we're just going to assume Jessica. He is mildly attracted to Miriam, but they strongly dislike each other. And he does have one bolt of chemistry with Cherry Rockwell, but until he specifies otherwise, I don't see Valerian necessarily cheating on Jessica. I don't think that she would appreciate that, so we're just going to avoid that for the time being. We can call and ask on date. We can just have her come here. I feel like the kids would not be shy about bringing home their love interests. Like, I don't think they would really care what their mother has to say about that. So, we're just going to say, yeah, come on over. And she's going to come here. Okay. Abrielle will be home shortly, so we can start getting her ready for work. He wants to play the drums. Practice. Okay. Is she gonna go push him? Oh, she wants to chat. Well, yes, I think that we should maybe hang out a bit. So let's talk about hobby, music and dance. So, fun fact, Lydia has still not gone into her bedroom, so she still doesn't know as of this moment that her synthesizer is missing. But she will. She will find out. Toy dog pen? Absolutely not. Look, she really wants to become best friends with Kieran. Let's take a look around. I'm sure that, yeah, Jessica is here. I don't know where she is yet, but she's here. Okay, and welcome home. Poor Abrielle, she is so tired, but unfortunately she has to stay awake because she needs to go to work tonight. I did not see an opportunity to gain a logic skill point, by the way, while we were at the gym, so yeah, oh well. So, does she even have time for food? Maybe just have a snack. What a sad situation that Abrielle is in. She's not been having a good day. She just saw Jessica walk in and go upstairs, didn't even say hello to her. Oh, she's right here, actually. Well, okay, you need to greet your girlfriend, or crush, whatever you want to call her. They're not actually boyfriend-girlfriend yet, but they could be. Oh, we just have a message from Robin. Are you okay, Valerian? Well, yes, I just saw you, but I guess they didn't really talk, did they? Alright, Jessica wants to talk and be tickled. He has an option to introduce her to Abrielle, but we're not going to be doing that. Gossip. Okay, now it's time for Abrielle to go to work. Good luck to you, my girl. That's all I can tell you. What the hell is that hair? Why did she put on a pink wig? I mean, clearly this is a default replacement that I have for this hat, but why did it make her hair purple? Why not black like it was? That's super weird. But whatever. Maybe she's trying to appear younger than she is because she's embarrassed about having such a low entry job. I don't know. Okay, anyway, they want to dine out and stuff, but we're not doing that. I don't want to send them out and about. So we will just, schmooze her up. Do all the normal things that you do on a date. And I'll go back to... Okay, I thought we were talking to Kieran, but we're not. Apparently Lydia is getting along with the alien visitors. Not sure what that's about. Maybe she's in on it. Okay. So Lydia is going to come upstairs because she needs to use the restroom. And I assume while she's upstairs, she's going to need to... There we go. Like, what the hell was that? She's going to need to go into her room for something. She's going to immediately notice next to the door that her synthesizer is missing. Unfortunately, her mother is at work now, so she's not going to be able to respond in kind until Abrielle comes home. But still, that is definitely going to be a big source of contention. She's going to come in here like, wait a minute. Something is not right. Yeah, that's it. And then now, looks like Kieran is coming upstairs to join her in her room. That's nice. I'm kind of tempted to push her towards flirting with him. Let's just give him a suggestion because they have not really romantically interacted at all yet. I'm not sure what that's about. Maybe one of them was just too nervous to go through with it, with flirting outright. But they're close to being best friends. Or, well, she wants to be best friends anyway. And they have 2 bolts, which is pretty strong. I'm usually very confident about 2-bolt relationships, so... Yep. Maybe we'll just, keep him engaged. Ask, what do you want? What do you fear? What turns you on? Okay, and everyone did just age up another day. My want is be friends with Jenny. Jenny, you're telling me about another girl. Okay, what are we doing down here? Where's your date? Literally, where is she? I don't see Jessica. She's inside the apartment. Okay. Right, so you are supposed to be hanging out with her. That is so weird. In fact, let's take this up to his room. He's going to turn on the stereo. Maybe she'll join him in there. Also, I clicked out of it really quickly, but Kieran's fear was being rejected for his first kiss. His turn on is aliens, and his turn off is geeky. Interesting, interesting. Well, we are going to flirt again. This time I'll do a sweet talk. Yeah, I mean, he seems like he's pretty into her, so that's nice. I'm glad that Lydia's got something going on too. Okay, but we are super hungry, so I'm gonna take it upon Lydia to... Actually, you know what I think would be really interesting? Oh, damn, I can't see anything. Is if she called and had a pizza delivered. Okay, they're all stuck by the... Hold on, hold on. There's a phone up here. If she called and had a pizza delivered, she probably knows fully well that there's, like, no money. And she's gonna use the last bit of her mom's cash, just creating more and more problems. We do have a chance card for Abrielle. The movie theater down the street just let out, and Abrielle's restaurant is packed. One would think they'd be full after those absurdly sized movie drinks, but no such luck. She's barking orders left and right when suddenly the unthinkable happens. The Uber Burger 3000 breaks down in an entirely ungraceful puff of smoke. Now the restaurant smells like charcoal, and there isn't a burger in sight should she try to keep going without the Uber Burger or take the repair into her own hands. Let's say that she is just over it, and she is going to say, who needs burgers? While her staff out front is explaining the situation, Abrielle makes an emergency run and begins preparing some of her ultra-secret recipe Vegemite burgers. The ravenous hordes of customers are so hungry that they'll try anything, but once they've tried her burgers, they just can't get enough. When Abrielle's manager Jenny arrives and sees the hundreds of happy customers, it's clear to her that Abrielle's true calling is in the kitchen. Jenny pulls Abrielle aside and helps her get a job as a hostess at a real sit-down establishment. Oh yay, she's getting a promotion! That is great. That is very good. We're still going to order the pizza, though. Okay, so they're getting on my nerves with the stairs. I don't know what's going on up there, so we're going to just put him in there. And Jessica's going to come join. I'm not sure why she's in her school uniform, but okay. And then we're going to ask if she wants to dance. Dancing in her room, or his room. Okay, where is Abrielle? She has been promoted to hostess, level 4. So she got home and brought home a pretty good-sized little bonus, about 800 bucks. So that's great. And I'm also glad that she got to come home a little bit earlier. We're gonna greet Han, the alien visitor, because that's her neighbor. We've already established that Han is actually a playable sim that has gone missing. I forget whose parent he's supposed to be. I think he's Robin's father? Question mark? Robin Hawk's father, I think, but I could be mistaken. And of course, this is now an alien visitor that's also named Han and shares an extremely similar likeness to him. So I'm willing to believe that either this is Han and he was turned into an alien, or he's just skinwalking of some kind. I don't know. But yeah, it'd be really interesting, I think, if Abrielle was romantically interested in one of these aliens. I don't know, it's worth a shot. So let's get our casual romance adjuster, because I don't think anyone has a, token. Okay, so he did come out to be straight, which is good for us, but we'll see if they have chemistry. And while I'm doing this, I'm going to go to the hood and we are going to run the randomizer on no preference only people. So that way I don't have to keep doing that. That way everyone will have some kind of gender preference and a token, I assume. Okay, great! So we do have 2 bolts of chemistry with Han. I mean, I totally didn't manipulate that or anything. That's just purely coincidental. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of time to really get to know him. We're just going to maybe talk for a few minutes, but then she's going to be like, hey, listen, I really have to run. I just got home from work. I stink like onion rings and I'm really tired. She's talking about getting engaged, though, which is interesting. I don't know why that came up in conversation. Okay, oh my god. Okay, for some reason, Lydia decided to go to sleep in her brother's room, and then she has the audacity to complain about the noise, and she's in her underwear. What the hell is going on here? Go put your clothes on, my dear, and you're gonna go get the pizza for us. Oh, let me guess. Yeah, they can't let her by. Okay, cool. Oh boy, what a ruckus it is in here. Lydia, go get dressed. And then we're still talking. They're talking about kissing now? Oh my. Okay, Lydia, you're gonna come get the pizza, since you ordered it. Of course, now that it's not the last bit of money, I'm sure that Abrielle's gonna be not so upset about the pizza, but still, it was the principle. The fact that she saw, probably in the family bank account, that they only had 75 simoleons and she used, what, 40 of it on a pizza? It's pretty bad. So we are running out of time on our date, and he looks like he wants to go to sleep, but he wants to make out, so I mean, I'm just gonna let them do that real quick. Probably a good way to end the night, as their friend Kieran plays a soothing rock song for them. Interesting. Okay, and we're getting the pizza. Thank you very much, Valerie. And don't know where she's gonna put it. Okay, that's pretty good. Alright. So it looks like we've wrapped up our conversation with Han. So in the time they got to know each other, they have 2 bolts of chemistry and 15/4. That's pretty good. But now we can look at him a bit better in the light. He definitely has an interesting face. We're just gonna send Abrielle straight upstairs. She's going to take care of herself. No, you're not gonna go sleep in your mother's bed, you weirdo. But you will come get some pizza. Oh my gosh, I don't know if y'all caught that really, but he just flew down the stairs. Guys, come on, you can easily walk around each other. Come on, be for real. Why is Han in our house? Wait a minute. Maybe when I spoke to him, I greeted him. I just assumed he was one of our neighbors. Oh my golly, they're really killing me right now. It's 9 p.m. and they want to go to bed, but it's because they were up all night partying the night before. She's going to, go hold hands with Kieran. Oh my god, and of course she's still in her underwear. Why did she keep going to sleep in her underwear? I almost never have that problem. I've had enough. I've had enough of them trying to go to bed. We're gonna end our date. They had a great one. Come on. I'm fighting for my life here. Okay, they're holding hands, and this is pretty much her way of saying goodbye to him. So say goodbye to Kieran. And then she's gonna go to bed. And then Abrielle is out of the shower, and she's so tired. She really can't do anything except go feed herself and go to bed. Are you kidding me right now? Han, get out of my house. And didn't we say goodbye to him? Is he stuck? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! Wait a damn minute, they just kissed each other. They just kissed goodbye. Oh my god. Well, alright, well, we know who her next boyfriend's going to be, I suppose. Are they... Okay, I'm very confused why no one can leave. I'm so concerned. We're gonna say goodbye to everyone. That's not your bed. I'm at my limit, guys. I'm at my limit. Okay, the guests are leaving. We're going to go turn off the stereo and go to bed. What an eventful day. Truly. Alright. But yeah, so Abrielle has come downstairs. She just shared a kiss with another man, the first person that she has really found attractive since her divorce. And things are looking up there, but she is still pretty unhappy. I mean, she's an aspiration failure still. I don't imagine that she's going to re-roll any of her wants, which is interesting. They should be doing that every time they wake up, but I suppose I don't often have my Sims in aspiration failure, so it's possible that her wants are not re-rolling because she's an aspiration failure. I guess that's a thing. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, I guess we'll just have everyone sleep it off and then see how they all are feeling in the morning. Oh dear, so it is now Tuesday at pretty much 7 o'clock in the morning, and I just saw that Abrielle is downstairs and she has a flour sack baby. Oh my god, she looks actually insane. Oh dear. Yeah, we really need to work on that for her. She did re-roll one want, and so instead of wanting Valerian to be an overachiever, she now wants to be friends with Bobby Atkins. So, you know, that's something, I guess. So now as a host, she does have a daytime job, 10 to 4, but she's off today, so unfortunately no more opportunity to make money. But, like, that's alright, I suppose. The kids are up and at 'em. Look at that, Lydia wants to be friends with Castor, the alien visitor. That's really funny. Okay, where are you taking that? I told her to throw that away. Oh, ma'am, you're joking, right? Okay, so for some reason there must be a trash can in the bathroom. Okay, I don't know why. I don't know why that would be there and not in the kitchen. I guess I have seen people do that sometimes. Actually, it makes more sense to have by the door, doesn't it? Sometimes people put trash cans in the bathroom, but that only makes sense in real life. I don't think that we need that in The Sims. And I don't know whose homework I have, but I'm just gonna go put it upstairs in Lydia's room. Please, like, whatever. Anyway, while they're next to each other, Lydia is finally going to have her words with her mother because she is very upsetty spaghetti that her mother sold her synthesizer. I'm sure in Abrielle's mind, she's like, my money paid for that to begin with, and you and your brother don't help me out around the house at all, or with any of the bills, so what do you expect? Would you rather have a synthesizer or a roof over your head? And Lydia, of course, in her teenage rebelliousness, she cannot see the reason behind this. And their entire argument is perfectly accentuated by Valerian playing on the drums. What a hot mess. Okay, but the kids are officially off to school again. Good stuff. Pizza's old now. Right now, while we're in a good mood, we're gonna give him a ring. Han, that is. I'll have to go find a phone. Okay, there it is. We're gonna call Han. Oh, he's not home right now, and it says try calling again after 10 a.m. That's only 1 hour from now. What kind of job would he have that he gets home at 10 a.m.? Not sure about that. Okay, so she's invited him over, and he said no, of course. So even though he was here last night and he had absolutely no problems kissing her goodbye, technically speaking, their relationship is still pretty low. Oh, we have more bills. No! 200 simoleons for this size of a lot. It's kind of a pretty big bill. Okay, see, they are getting to know each other better over the phone than they were in person. Try calling him over again. And he said yes this time, of course. He just had to be wined and dined a little bit. And she's going to serve up some lunch. Let's make some chili. Oh, not this, girl, not this. Put that away. I'm hoping Han will come to the front door, but probably won't. There he is. Okay, he's coming to the door. I'm gonna go ahead and preemptively stop what we're doing and go greet him. Like, hello, thanks for coming by, even though we just met last night. Ooh, and he's immediately hitting her with the flirt. Immediately. He's like, don't you look so ravishing? Because, you know, this is the first time he's seen her in normal clothes. He was hitting on her and stuff when she was dressed as a hot dog salesman, basically. So, that's nice. I'm glad that they're getting along. Now, one could say that it's very suspicious that she's suddenly in this relationship with, well, an alien. But maybe it's not that weird to her. Maybe she is just so tired of being lonely that, she's willing to make some... Well, she's willing to look past some red flags, so to speak. Not that being an alien is a red flag all on its own, but... And she clearly doesn't know the other Han, so she doesn't know that this guy sort of kind of took the likeness of another man. We don't really know what the situation is there. Look at that! So I'm cheating a little bit. He's a family sim and he wants to fall in love as well. That's very cute. Love that for us. Well, he is going to turn off the TV and come and join her for lunch, because that's kind of like the whole reason I had her cook. And there's sort of kind of having like an unofficial first date. I mean, I think she was trying to keep it more low-key, more casual by just saying, hey, would you like to come over? I'm making a batch of chili. It's a little cold outside. It is autumn, so maybe it's just a very cute after-work lunch/dinner. Now, I do think it would be even more interesting if we can find the real Han and see if he and Abrielle don't have chemistry as well, because for all we know, this Han is a fake, and he's just sort of like an alien copycat. Okay, Kieran came home with the kids again today. I hope that's not the case. I hope that this Han is also a genuine person. But yeah, I just don't have enough information on that yet. Be lectured? Oh, I wonder if she's coming to lecture her about her grades. Still has a D+. Abrielle said, hold on, Han, I have to go yell at my child really quickly about her grades. They're really bad. Oh my gosh. Yeah, she really got into her on that one. I'm gonna go eat. Or finish eating. Oh, she is so upset. I feel kind of bad. I feel pretty bad. Maybe, I mean, she does have the want to go to college. Maybe I'm gonna actually have Lydia do her homework. And Abrielle is going to stop eating and maybe come join Han at the television. You know, if it was up to Abrielle, she probably would not have her children present while she's hanging out with her new beau, but what can you really do? I'm gonna send Abrielle upstairs. Maybe she wants to... Oh, she does not want to play her instrument. Okay. Well, you could go play a computer game in your brother's room. Kieran is here somewhere. I'm guessing he's outside on the... Yeah, he's on the playground. Also, check this out. I did not even notice this before. They literally live right next to the gym. So, the fact that I sent Abrielle here makes even more sense now because she literally just walked right over. It's right next door. I don't know why that is so funny to me. I just never pay attention to what's around them, so I didn't even notice. Okay, so they're having a great time watching TV together. Looks like Han maybe making a trip to the bathroom, if I had to guess. Let's see. Yeah, he is. We'll take this opportunity to clean up the dishes and put the leftovers away. Lydia's still working on her game. Valerian wants to ask us him on a date again, but I don't think we're going to do 2 dates in a row. I would love for Abrielle and Han to be able to go on an officially real date, but as of this moment, I'm not too keen on sending her out again. Also, where is the phone? Wait, I just noticed the phone is missing. It's over here. Okay. I think something about this dartboard really locks people up in this area, like they don't seem to want to be able to walk through or around or... Yeah, see? Okay, just stop then. You can join him. Just kidding. He doesn't want to play with you. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, so Valerian really needs to call up Robin, so we'll do that. I don't want them to lose any friendships. Okay, we're gonna come down here and, like, actually flirt a little bit because he seems to keep trying to run away. Okay, so we're gonna call Robin. Oh my god, Robin is working until 6 p.m. Every time I try to do something, man. Every time. Oh well. Okay, this isn't even taking Lydia's fun up very fast. I don't know what the situation is. Alright, but the flirting is going well. They're getting along nicely. We're gonna start asking him some questions, even though I already know what he wanted. He wants to be friends with Alfred. He fears being rejected for playing with by Abrielle. What turns you on? Educated Sims. Okay, well, she's not very educated. At least to my knowledge, I don't think that she has a college degree, otherwise that would be reflected here. Or maybe that meant young adults. Actually, no, I'm not sure. And his turnoff is blonde hair. Okay, then. What's your job? He's a slacker, a golf caddy. Interesting. So that's not the job I would have thought that he had. And supposedly he has a lot of money, but I doubt that very much. He's a Cancer, of course, because he's a family sim. Okay, then. Well, we'll just keep this up. Oh, just kidding. She was pushing a little too hard, and he did not like that. Okay. Alright, but yeah, at this point, I think I'm just gonna let the adults, fend for themselves a bit. Try to get them away from the stairs, because Han was coming up to romantically hug her. Valerian sees this and doesn't love it, but he knows that his parents are long divorced, and, there's unlikely any chance that they'd ever get back together. I cannot believe that computer game is not helping Lydia's fun go up at all. Usually it fills up within seconds, but I'm not really sure what that's about. Okay, I'm officially going to turn off aging for this family because I don't want the kids to age up yet. I think I just want to play this neighborhood at a slower rate than I normally do. And of course, it look away for 1 second, and Abrielle and Valerian are poking each other. Cool. That is awesome. Just what I need. More drama in the household. Now they hate each other even more than they did before. Well, I don't think that this family is going to be working on their relationship problems with each other anytime soon. As sad as that is to say. You can't fault me for trying, though. Alright, so Abrielle and Han have been hanging out outside the apartment, and they are smooching it up, and I wasn't recording at the moment, but both Han and Abrielle now have crushes on each other, so things seem to be going really well there. We do have an audience. Leandra has been watching this entire time, and she does keep trying to walk up and talk to Han, and I'm a little worried since I did see that Leandra and Han have chemistry. I'm worried that he's also interested in her. I feel terrible if that's gonna happen because Abrielle, I think right now, Han is kind of like the only light for her, which is sad. Like, she should definitely have more to her life, but all she really wants right now is family and love, and she doesn't really have either. So, forgive me if I'm trying to make her feel a little bit better by falling in love with someone. But it is getting kind of late. It's 9:30. She's hungry. She's tired. I'm gonna probably start to wrap this up. Um, Maybe just a couple more nice little interactions, and then we're gonna go inside and have some dinner. He can join if he wants to, but that's about it. I also like the fact that Abrielle has not been trying to hide her, I don't know, flirtations and stuff from the kids. Like, she kind of doesn't care, I think, if they see her flirting with another man. Like, at this moment, she's so upset with them and kind of just done with it all that I think that right now she's sort of prioritizing herself. And the kids are plenty old enough to understand that their parents are divorced and they're going to be dating other people. So hopefully they are mature enough to get that. Lydia has been upstairs practicing the bass and she's finally all funned up. So we're just going to have her go take care of herself. I think that Kieran was still here. He is. He's on the couch. So we can go hang out with Kieran for a few more minutes, but she's gonna be pretty ready for bed here soon. Um, she wants to talk about her hobby. That's fine. And then over here, it does look like Valerian went to bed. I mean, that's fine. He's pretty tired, so I'm just gonna let him stay asleep. Speaking of sleeping, Abrielle is very tired. I think that the next action is going to be her going to bed. Oh, well, I wasn't wrong. So she is going to bed, just, not alone. All right. I mean, I'm not going to stop them. They're doing a casual woohoo. I probably have autonomous try for baby turned off for unmarried couples, but we'll see about that. I mean, she does want to have a baby. That would be quite interesting indeed if she goes ahead and has an alien baby. I wasn't sure if things were going to get that serious. And I may have said this already, but I really wonder, like, what is Han's motivation here? Like, again, I don't know if he is his own individual person or if this is like some kind of creepy situation. Like, is he just simply a creepy alien impersonating a human being? I don't know. But regardless, they seem to have a very nice relationship blossoming. They're even cuddling after their woohoo. And when she wakes up in the morning, I will run a pregnancy test and see if she got pregnant. Alright, so it is now 6 o'clock in the morning. Han just woke up and he has to go. I'm sure that he probably has to go to work or something. Or just go home and take care of himself. And, oh god, the toilet is nasty. We are going to get a pregnancy test and put it in the bathroom so that Abrielle can use it. I mean, they didn't try for a baby, but I do have risky woohoo on, so you never know. Okay, so she is going to use that disgusting toilet, and we're going to find out whether or not she is pregnant. And I'm very interested to see what her reaction is either way. Oh no, she's crying! The pop-up is up there. Abrielle is not pregnant. Okay, I mean, listen, it was a shot in the dark anyway. She is about middle-aged. It's probably going to be a little bit more difficult to get pregnant on purpose, much less on accident. But yeah, once again, she woke up this morning, no wants have re-rolled, so yeah, I'm gonna go with my earlier theory that if they are closer to aspiration failure, their wants just don't re-roll. And that's okay. I mean, still working on things for her. And then down here, the kids have woken up, they're getting ready for school, they're having breakfast together, it's very sweet. Once again, I'm glad that they at least have each other, because they certainly don't have a good relationship with their mom. So something that I was thinking about last night while I was pondering whether or not Abrielle would be pregnant, I was wondering if she does happen to get pregnant and remarries or whatever it is that she decides to do. I do think that she would kick out the twins. I think that not only if she decides to stay living here because she probably would want to have some more space for the new baby, but I mean, she could move out and just leave them here, or she would kick them out. But they have been nothing but a thorn in her side for, like, in-game years now. And, yeah, it's kind of not fair to them, but I think that she would prioritize her new child because she, why is she going outside? because she, you know, like I said before, is just struggling with them. Okay, we're gonna pay our bills. I wonder how much they're gonna be. 730 bucks. Oof, $200. That is really, really high for an apartment of this size. I feel like it's not big enough. But I guess it does base it off of your, like the things inside of your home. I think that's correct. So considering they have a lot of really big ticket items like the base, the arcade machine, etc., I think that she's paying a high electric bill. I guess that makes sense. Anyway, so today's Wednesday at 9 a.m. She does have work today. In fact, she's about to get picked up any minute now, so I don't really have time to do anything with her right now. The kids are going to get home from school around 1 o'clock, and she'll be home around 4, so we're just going to meet back up with everybody when they get home. Oh, wow. So this happened literally just now. Valerian and Lydia are getting home from school. I think that Abrielle had a fear of one of the kids getting a D or something because I heard that meow the sound, and she's now in full and complete aspiration failure. But that also made her wants reroll. So she now has new wants for Valerian to up his grades and become an overachiever and to be best friends with Han, which at least that's something more short term that we could work towards. She also fears Lydia specifically running away and dying. Oh my god. Yeah, but Lydia and Valerian are doing terribly. I think because they didn't do their homework. Yep, so she's a D minus and he has a D plus. These kids are definitely not going to college, I'll tell you that. There's just no way unless they pick up their grades, but they're kind of running out of time to do that. Yeah, see, he's furious. It's like you can't be surprised, Valerian. Oh, Lydia brought home a friend. It's not Kieran. She brought home Marion. Well, that'll be interesting because Valerian and Marion really dislike each other. My god, I just can't believe that happened. So when Abrielle gets home, that poor thing, she's going to have a complete mental breakdown. Yeah, once again, she is just absolutely at her wit's end with these kids. I don't blame her, but wow. Oh, he's been putting his homework in her room. I didn't even notice that. But I mean, even though their grades are terrible, the kids are doing pretty good. Valerian is in gold aspiration, she's in green. She still wants to make another best friend. Let's see if we can become friends with Marion. Yeah, she's out here. 20 over 20, I think they just met. Yep, they did. So let's see if we can get to know her. Remember, Marion is extremely grouchy, like she's not very nice at all, so I wonder if it's gonna be difficult to befriend her. I'm not too sure about that, but I mean, so is Lydia, so if anything, they're two peas in a pod, you know? So she's gonna come out here, just hang out on the playground. We'll see how long that takes. And then, of course, Valerian wants to go out on another date. Oh my gosh, it just never ends with him. It never ends. But I don't think that I'm going to be taking him out on any more dates. I mean, it's kind of just the same thing over and over, and I've pretty much have already decided that I don't think he and Jessica are ever going to fall in love, because with 100 over 100 relationship, if they were going to fall in love, they would have done so by now. But probably because I have some version of romantic standards using alongside ACR, maybe it's just not possible considering their low chemistry and their incompatible aspirations. Because she's popularity, if I'm not mistaken, and he's pleasure. So, or maybe she's fortune? No, I think she's popularity. I don't know. But regardless, I just don't think it's ever going to happen for them, like, to fall in love. So, I'm just basically have nothing else to work towards, is what I'm saying. But yeah, maybe we can just come serve some dino nuggets. If the girls get hungry, they can have some. And now I'm just going to hang out with the kids until Abrielle gets home. Alrighty, so we did just become friends with Marion, which is very good. And Abrielle just got home from work. I want to see if she is going to go into full and complete shock. Oh, look, her wants re-rolled again, so now she wants to help Lydia and Valerian with their homework. I guess she is still trying her best. Yep, there she goes. So the therapist will be coming by to visit her. Oh my gosh, I feel so awful. I feel like I've been doing everything in my power to make her feel better. Oh no, Adrian. Leave her alone. At least Han isn't here to witness this. But oh my gracious. Oh look, I do have a default replacement for all my hairs, so he has the... I think this is a hair from The Sims 4, whatever pack they had Stranger Town in. Wow. But yeah, she needs some serious help. I'm glad she's finally seeing a therapist. It's like, just yell it out. It'll make you feel so much better. It's fantastic. She's like, actually, yes, that did help a lot. Thanks. I think Abrielle needs to go to like a rage room or something. Somewhere where she'll just get all her frustrations out. And now she's gonna go sit on the couch. She needs to just sit and contemplate, I suppose. Wow. Well, let us see if I can get Han back over here. I mean, I'll send her upstairs to take a shower first. But again, Han is kind of like Abrielle's only light in the darkness at this moment, considering everything else that she's drowning in. So it makes sense to me that she would want to spend as much time with him as possible, and especially if he's also feeling the same way. I'm sure that he is enjoying her company at least, so if you're courting someone, you should want to spend as much time as possible with them, right? Right. So down here, we're still chatting it up. We are friends now, but probably not going to become best friends today. That's more of a long-term thing. I'm going to have Lydia, come inside and get some food. And where is Valerian? Upstairs on the dartboard. Well, of course he is. Of course, he's going to end up trapping his mother in there because she won't be able to walk around him. But it is what it is. In fact, go ahead and stop what you're doing, please. Yep, I knew she was going to complain. Let's try that again. Just walk around each other. It's really so not difficult. Wow. Come on. Come on. Here we go. Okay, so we're gonna call Han again. You know, I did say before that I wasn't too keen on having them go to a community lot, but I think that right now, more than anything, Abrielle just needs to get out of town. Or not out of town, but you know, she needs to get out of this house. So I changed my mind. I am gonna have her ask him on a date. And that will probably be the last really big event that we have for today's episode. We're gonna go to a community lot, and no one else is coming. Definitely not. And, you know, it's sad to me that she wants to help the kids with their homework, but because their relationship is so bad, they would never accept her help. And if they asked her, she would never accept to help. So, unfortunately, that just cannot be done. I'm sure that she wants to, but yeah, they're just not in a situation where they can chat and help each other with, or help the kids with their homework. Okay. And of course, Lydia just wants to have a party. Of course she does. I mean, since their mother is leaving, I suppose that we could throw a party. I'm not sure who would come exactly. Okay, so we're gonna be going on a date, and I want to see where would they go. Maybe somewhere nice. We have a Picky Diners restaurant. I don't really know what's nice and what isn't. The Sprucewood Diner. Huh. Let's go to the Picky Diners restaurant. It says there is no fancier place to dine, so maybe it's really nice. We'll see. And Lydia, you're just gonna watch some TV or something. Okay, and we are off. Abrielle is gonna go meet Han at the restaurant. Okay, so we have just arrived at the Picky Diners restaurant, and this is actually my second time loading this lot because the first time we got here, my entire game crashed. And so I came in and kind of remodeled a little bit. I deleted some of the plants just in case I was like getting pink flashing or something. And also, one thing I did not realize about this restaurant, even though it's very cool, it is very big. And there's actually two restaurants, and they're like twin buildings or twin restaurants. I think that's how the description referred to it as. And I like that idea, but it was just like kind of heavy on my game. So I had to come in. I deleted several of the tables in both sides of the restaurant. I just don't think that there needed to be that many. And there's already so many servers. We have, well, that's a bartender, but we have three servers here that I can count. One is walking out. And I don't see any on this side of the lot, but I guess the servers are just going to walk back and forth because there's two kitchens. Yeah, I'm really not sure how that's going to work, but I opted to keep the second kitchen because, I mean, it is pretty big and it would suck if you're sitting all the way up here and then the kitchen's all the way down here. I don't know. But otherwise, it's a very cool looking lot and I really do like it. But yeah, so we're here at the Picky Diners restaurant. We've just arrived, and the first thing Abrielle is going to do is love her flour sack baby, and I really think that you should not be doing that in front of Han. That's so embarrassing. But, oh, and it's already starting off on a bad date? Wait. um, Guys, I'm confused. Why is it bad? Is it because she was in aspiration failure? Or, I don't know, I'm very unsure about that. I wonder if it's also because I had to ask Han on a date again, so I hope he doesn't think that she stood him up. Oh no, I'm really concerned now. Okay, making him selectable, going and looking at his relationship. He does not appear to be upset with her. So yeah, I really don't know what that's about, but I guess we're just gonna have to work extra hard to bring it back up. So the first thing he's doing is grabbing her booty cheeks. That's gross. But okay, they just became best friends, so that helps things out a little bit. Let's go ahead and walk inside. So we'll just come over here to this side because I think that it's drawing my attention a bit more. This side of the restaurant seems to be a bit fancier. The other one seems to be a bit more like saloon type, casual. That's cool. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I wish Han had a different outfit to wear. Do you think that maybe I could do that for him temporarily? Oh, not you. Gussy up plan outfit every day. Yeah, we'll just put him in like this suit temporarily. I just don't really understand why he would be wearing that SWAT team outfit thing while he's out on this date. So yeah, he looks much nicer like this. I like that. So we're going to tell him he looks very nice, and we're going to they want to talk. She's gonna gossip about her children. How much do you want to bet? Oh no, about her ex-husband. That also makes sense. She's talking crap about him. How interesting would it be if they actually ran into Cassie in here? That would be very funny. um, okay, we have a few people here though. We've got Charlie Sutherland. Oh my gosh, Jessica is here eating by herself. I guess her father didn't want to join her. I'm thinking that we'll go get a bite to eat as soon as I can get their timer up a little bit, and also she needs to go to the bathroom. Whatever, it can wait. It can wait. I'm trying to make sure that this goes well for her. I'm really trying. I'm gonna play. Very good. And now we're gonna hug. To his credit, he doesn't seem to be turning her down or anything. Like, he seems to be really into her. And look, we finally, for the first time this round, have Abrielle out of aspiration failure. She's barely there, but she's in the green. Thank goodness. Thought it was never gonna happen. Maybe a date was all she needed to get her mind off of things. So we're gonna turn around. I think now that the only thing he wants to do is dine out, so let's just go be seated. Hopefully there's a nice table left for us. Ooh, who is he thinking is stinky? Okay, looks like we're getting this one here in the corner. That's okay. That's pretty good. It's next to the kitchen. We also have some more aliens here. We've got, oh, Cassian. See? This is the alien version of her husband, clearly. But my question is, does that mean Cassian, the human, is missing? That's peculiar. I hadn't thought about that. Clearly we haven't gotten to Cassian's household, so if he is missing, I didn't know that. But if he's not, then that kind of blows a hole in my theory that the aliens are replacing the missing humans. Yeah, not too sure about that. But okay, we are dining out now. We're having a good time. They're gonna do a toast to their first real date. You know, technically it's like their second or even third, but this is the first time they've gone out. We're gonna chef's choice. Thank you. They're talking about how she caught her children sneaking out, I presume. I'm sure that she is ranting and raving to him. And as a fellow family sim, I wonder if Han is sort of like keen to step in and be like a good father figure to these children. I'm not too sure about that. Oh, thank you. Our food is here. So let's dig in. It's already 10:30 at night. It's pretty late. I'm not sure if I really noticed what time it was when I sent them out, but that's alright. They're having a nice conversation. She wants to give back, rub, hug, and kiss. Let's blow him a kiss. I think that he would like that. If I can get them to do it. Look how cute. Oh, that's so sweet. Alright. And we are moving up to a good date. They're having a great time. Oh, look over there, Castor the alien eating out with Nate Martinez. I don't see anyone else on this side of the restaurant. There is not a soul upstairs on either side. Seems like we're like the only people here. I guess it's late. Maybe the restaurant's about to close, so people kind of cleared out. But I'm glad these two were having a good time. She's running out of energy pretty quickly, so we're not going to have time to stay for much longer. So let's go ahead and wrap up the dinner. Let's just say that they're full. I mean, she's full. He had a lobster, so I presume that he's full. Okay, all he wants to do is appreciate her, and I can't do that from my perspective, so I'm just going to have to satisfy her needs now, or wants. So let's go upstairs, because I think that's where the restroom is. She's going to go to the potty. And while we're up there, we can, like, dance or something. Look, someone's singing karaoke. Castor the Alien. That's really great, actually. He's doing an amazing job. There's just something really funny about a man with an eye patch and in this type of outfit, and he's singing karaoke. Just gonna wash her hands after, because she's not nasty. Where did my date go, though? I assumed he would follow me upstairs, but, he appears to have gone to the next door restaurant. To play pool. Okay, got it. Okay, so it's gonna take her 5,000 years to get over here. Time is running out. It's taking her so long to get up here. We're just gonna jump right into it. We're gonna make out. I mean, they've already made out before, so that's nothing new. But that's a really big want for her at the moment, so let's do it. It's now 1:30 in the morning. Wow. Time really does fly. Okay, now she's feeling pretty good, and look at that, she wants to have a baby again. You know what, I would really love to try for a baby, but that would require taking him home, and I can't do that because I have the community lot time on, so it would break. I mean, not literally, but it wouldn't work. So I don't guess that we can do that here? Oh my gosh, you can propose engagement to him. I don't know if we're ready for that yet. You're not even in love yet, but let's just slow our rolls. We're just gonna see if we can't fall in love. I mean, they're close. Oh, look, okay, good. We have more time on the date. That's very good. So, in fact, let's casual woohoo. Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. We're gonna casual woohoo on the sofa. I know that's gross, but think of it just like a normal public woohoo. Oh, look. Oh, yeah, there were tables up here that I replaced with a couch just because this looks like a waiting area, or not waiting area, but like a lounge next to the restrooms, and so they're gonna take advantage of it. This is not necessarily a try for baby because it's a casual, it's just gonna be a risky. I'm just gonna wait back here till they finish doing their thing. Did they do it? I think they did. They looked like they had the memory. Yeah, they did. Okay, did public woohoo. So we'll just have to go home again and see if that is gonna be a baby. But alright, she is super pooped, and they don't have any other big wants that I can achieve at the moment, so we're just gonna have to end things there on a great date, and I think that's really good. I mean, not every date is gonna be a dream date, and they seem to be really, really happy with each other. So oh, yay! Oh my gosh, look at that, guys. True love does exist. Okay, so Abrielle is going to be, well, she's in love now. They both are at the same time, which is so sweet. And now she has the ones to get engaged to Han. This is all happening so fast, but I'm gonna wait on that. I don't want to jump the gun and do it right here by the bathrooms at this restaurant, but I am very interested to see how this goes from here. So, on that note, we are going to send her home. Just want to tell him a dirty joke. Okay. We're going to send her home, and it's probably going to be like 5 o'clock in the morning before she eventually gets there. Hopefully, does she work tomorrow? She does work tomorrow, but she can sleep in a little bit, so there's that. And she gets to recover, and also we're going to find out if she's pregnant. I don't know. I mean, again, probably not, but worth looking into. And I'm very excited to see if Abrielle and Han eventually get engaged. Kind of moving really fast, but I don't know. I'm just excited. Alright, so it is now 6 o'clock in the morning on Thursday, and Han just came by. He's leaving his flower for Abrielle, and I forgot to change his outfit back, but I can always just do that next time. Of course, the kids are waking up, and once again, no desire to do homework, so I'm just not going to bother. They don't seem to have really re-rolled their wants, actually. And we're just going to start getting ready to wrap things up. I don't think that I've played any further than Thursday for any of these households, and I'm not ready for it to take over to winter just yet. I think that today is the final day of fall. So I'm just going to leave things here for the day. But of course, I do want Abrielle to wake up first. We're going to do a pregnancy test on her, though I'm going to take a wild guess and say that she is not pregnant because her needs don't seem to be going down too quickly, which is usually a pretty good indicator. Since this is the last day that we're spending with this family, Abrielle now has 18 days until she becomes an elder, and the twins have 2 days until they become adults. Of course, I did turn aging off, but I do plan on turning it back on for the next time we visit this family, and we'll get to see some more progression. It's just that right now, until I know more for the story, I don't want to have anyone change life stages. I just noticed that Lydia's over here chatting with someone named Jimmy. Jimmy who? Jimmy Marigold. She's chatting with an adult man on the internet. Don't like that. So in terms of how far we've progressed with the twins, Lydia, she has gotten a new friend. She's recently become friends with Marion, and she also has progressed her relationship with Kieran. I don't remember, I think that he has a crush on her too now, but yeah, they're crushing. They still have not had their first kiss, but I think that they were starting off as friends, so they're just kind of taking it slow, and that's perfectly okay with me. The grades certainly did not go up. They looked like they were at first, but now that they're not doing their homework again, it's not any better. And as far as Valerian, like I said before, he doesn't really have much going on with him and Jessica. I don't think that that is going to get any more serious than it already is. I think with him only having one bolt of chemistry with each girl here, he's just not too interested in romance. Like, he's certainly not going to be locked down anytime soon. He is a very free spirit. I'm sure that he has fun going out on the dates and stuff, but yeah, he's not looking for a soulmate or anything right now. I mean, neither is Lydia. And then as for Abrielle, she has really come so far. She's finally breaking out of that depression now that she has a boyfriend. Speaking of, we need to get her up since she's about to have to go to work. Once again, there's that wand to have a baby, and of course I did lock in the wand to be engaged, or get engaged, to Han. I'm going to send her upstairs to do the pregnancy test, and it looks like the kids are off to school. Yep. Okay, I mean, cross your fingers and toes, but I don't think that she's pregnant. I think that I'm actually going to have her try for a baby. I think right now she's just taking the pregnancy tests on the off chance that she is pregnant. Yep, Abrielle is not pregnant. And it makes me so sad how she cries. I think this reaction is dependent on whether or not they have a want or fear. So since she wants a baby, or maybe it's because she's a family sim, I think that makes more sense. But either way, she is upset. She's really hoping to get a baby. I would love to see a baby with her and Han the alien because I want to see what it would look like. Yeah. But that's where we're going to end things. So I think the next time we come visit this family, we're going to see about getting Abrielle and Han engaged. And we'll also see by that point if I have any more information regarding the aliens. I'm hoping that Han is a good guy. I'm hoping that this is not some kind of weird manipulative situation, some kind of scheme by the aliens to integrate themselves, but only time will tell. But I'm going to be a glass half full kind of a person and be optimistic. And just for Abrielle's sake, I don't know why, but for some reason I'm just like feeling really, really sorry for her. Just trying to turn her life around. And it's working so far. So she's kind of given up on the hope, unfortunately, that her children are going to turn around their ways. I think that she's kind of just accepted that they are just these party-loving kids, that they are probably a bit more like their father than their mother. And that's just kind of how it's going to have to be for the time being. So yeah, guys, that is going to do it for today's episode. If you made it this far, I know it's probably a long one. I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your support. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because it really helps and it will make my future videos pop up in your algorithm. In the meantime, you can catch me over on Twitch. I do stream Sims 2 and other games pretty frequently, so we can hang out over there and chat. And if you have any questions about Silent Peaks or any of my other YouTube content, that's a great place to reach me. I'll also leave the link to my Discord and other socials down below if you want to stay in touch. Everyone is welcome to join the Discord, and we love to have more Simmers in there. Okay guys, have a great rest of your day, your night, your week, and I'll see you in the next video really soon. Bye!